Who do you think is a better singer, Maury or Katrina? I think that's just the equivalent of saying which of your children do you love the most, and I'm not going to answer it because both are amazing. I absolutely adore them both. So they are obviously different in terms of singers, but they're not different good and bad, they're just different, and I love them both for that, so I can't call it. Next question, this is on Twitter now. Has there ever been a reaction video that you completely disliked? How did you handle it? The one that I can remember was the one where I think it was Anne Curtis, if I remember right, Anne Curtis, who had guested Regine on the show, on her concert, on Anne's concert. I didn't understand at the time that Anne can't sing, and people were joking about it in the comments saying that it's funny watching me watch the video because I had no idea who Anne was, and Anne's famed for not being a good singer, and yet she hosted the concert. I didn't like Anne singing at all, which I know is kind of, in hindsight, it's funny because, like you say, she's a comedian and stuff, so I didn't know that. And if you watch that video, you can see me, I'm trying to find the positive in everything, and I think I did say that I didn't particularly like the video. I was trying to remain constructive, so I guess the answer is when I watch a video and I don't like it, if I can't find something nice to say about it, I'll try and be constructive in the things that I didn't like, if that makes sense. So that's how I kind of deal with it. Will there be a sequel to Betrayal of a Friendship? You guys won't know this, but back in college I wrote a short film, a short Star Wars fan film, that me and my friends filmed and edited and acted in there ourselves, and I mean, looking back on it, it was pretty funny, but it's not good. Looking at the time, I thought it was pretty cool, but now it's just not good. It hasn't aged very well. But I did write a sequel for it, and to cut a long story short, some of the people involved in the film didn't quite get along at the time, so it was a case of, well, how are we going to film these scenes and stuff? So we never ever shot anything in the end, but I did write a script. And thinking about it, it was pretty, I still think it's quite good. It sounded quite epic on paper, and in my mind I could see it really well. But yeah, we never made it, and I think the sequel will only be in existence in a paper form, or a digital form I should say. And in case you guys are interested in the Betrayal of a Friendship film, the Star Wars film that I did in college, maybe I'll post a link to that very soon. Hi Dan, I'm very curious. Can you tell us your top 3 best singers in the whole wide world for you, one being the best of the best? I don't think I can call that one either. That's very difficult. I can't. I would say the people that have impacted me the most are Regine Velasquez and Morissette Amon. The third, and I know they don't have to be Filipinos, I could literally choose anyone. And it's not even so much the artist, it's more the song, because I really love Chris Cornell's You Know My Name. I really like, I suppose actually as a band, I like Imagine Dragons. Lawson are really good as well. There's just, I guess what I could do is just throw all the artists I like into a big pit and just fight to the death, and then whoever comes out of that will be number 3. I just want to ask, how does it feel every time you do a reaction video, and how does it affect you? I really enjoy doing reaction videos. It gives me a new perspective on artists, it makes me see content that I would never have known about, helps me connect with you guys and have a shared experience as well. I really enjoy that. It feels nice to contribute positively to, you know, a world that in these times there's a lot of negativity, war and poverty and stuff. So having just giving people a little piece of happiness, I think makes me happy as well. Next question, what is your favourite book? I don't really read a lot actually. The last book that I read that I really enjoyed was Child Taken. Don't mean to plug it, but I shot a trailer for the book last year, so that's on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. About a child that goes missing, abducted, and just kind of the repercussions of that over the course of the book. So I really enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys will too. So the question is, what is your favourite musician to listen to, and what is your favourite genre of music? I don't really have a favourite musician. I kind of have a... It just depends how I feel on the day. Sometimes I could listen to like Imagine Dragons for like a whole album. Some days I'm just like, I don't want to listen to that. I could listen to something different. So I guess it depends on my mood. So my favourite genre of music, I would say, is more sort of soft rock, indie kind of stuff. But then I love listening to film soundtracks, so that's completely different again. I don't know. Power ballads, love power ballads. Driving anthems, I guess you could call them. Yeah, so they're sort of like my few favourite genres I like listening to. Dan, last year when you visited the Philippines, what are the most valuable moments that you want to do again with your wife? Let me read that again. So you're asking basically, what are the most valuable moments I had in the Philippines, and which ones of those would I like to do with my wife when visiting this May? Well, I was in Manila only last time, so I can only base that on my experience in Manila. And we're only there for 2 days this time, so I would say what I would like to share with my wife that I think she would like to see is meeting you guys. I think that was a highlight of my trip last time, and meeting you again this time and sharing that with my wife, because she you know, I'm not well known around these parts of the world, and going to the Philippines, a lot of you were coming up to me for selfies and that, and I think it's very humbling, and it's nice that people know you and want to say hello to you. It's a bit lost on Rachel a little bit. She doesn't really understand, she's never seen that before, so I think sharing that with her will be quite a nice little thing as well. I would like to share with her the karaoke side. I'm not a good singer, you know this, but and she can't sing. I mean, she said, to be fair, I've never really seen Rachel sing. I've never heard her before. She hums a lot. The humming's quite good. I reckon she's got a secret talent, she's not telling me. But I think karaoke, if we go into a karaoke bar and just showing her how great Filipinos are at singing, I think is something I'd like to share with her as well. Do you and Rachel plan to have a little kiddo this year? If you do you prefer a boy, or does Rachel want a girl? We're not planning this year, perhaps next year. And both of us don't mind whether we have a boy or a girl, which is always nice. Because I think if you start saying, oh, I prefer this, and you get the other, you know, there's always this thought, well, is that person now disappointed, you know? So we're both very happy if we have a boy or a girl. There's pros and cons of both. I would love either, so I don't mind at all. On your upcoming vacation here in the Philippines, what are you most excited about? I'm excited about all the activities that we'll be doing and seeing all the places, all the beaches that we're going to. I want to see the whale sharks in Oslo. I want to do the canyoneering at Kawasan Falls, zip lining, snorkeling. There's just so much I want to do. I can't think of a particular thing that I'm most excited about, but there's just so many things that I'm really looking forward to doing.